Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to this amazing series so far between Vasall and Food Please. So we've seen a pretty funny and interesting first game on Black Forest, Amazon Tunnel, and now we're heading up to the second game of this series on Land Nomad, as I expected. So the home map of Vasall, who's playing as the Malay on the left against Food Please in the red, playing as the Koreans. So two strong civilizations, or I think both are good on water, maybe not that good on Land Nomad, but yeah, quite okay. So a huge wood line there for the Vasall, and also Food Please built his town center on the wood line. Quite interesting house here, blocking later farms, but maybe Food Please thinks about, oh, okay, I will I will make the game short and I don't need farms there. On Land Nomad, there's a lot of food on and resources on the edges of the map, on the sides. As you can see here, there are boars, a lot of hunt, some sheep, some goats in this case, and therefore I like the Vasall's position of the town center a little bit more than Food Please in the middle of the map. Of course, there are a lot of resources too, but not as many as maybe on the edges. But he has some boars around the town center and some early food. Yeah, and I'm quite interested in Vasall's strategy. Oh, now he's housed, so maybe he's not used to the to the starting the nomad start with no town center, building now two houses, and that's a lot of idle town center time. And you can see it on the top of the map. He's already two villages behind because he had to make loom, and yeah, that's a pretty terrible start here. So really bad, unlucky for him. And meanwhile, Food Please is going heavily on food with 8 villages. I think it's a bore, okay. Just to keep the town center running, because it's so important to have less idle town center at the beginning. And Food Please May is able to scout their Vasall's town center location here. He's doing a good job in scouting with the goats. And a villager here, maybe he's looking for some boar or for some extra sheep. Because for Warlord, I think it's really far away for him. But we will see. Bringing in more boars. Now I think he was housed, built some panic house directly next to the town center. So amazing stuff here. What we're seeing from both players, proving that both players are in the right league, not in Neely's Cup, but in the Farmers League. That's where the players belong. And now he goes. Does he go for the boar? No, he's not. Would be very risky. But he has a lot of villagers standing out there, and Vasall has closed the villager gap, so he's only one villager behind now, because Food Please has a lot of idle town center time again. So I'm very surprised about the performance of Food Please in these games, idling this town centers quite a lot of time, bring it now a boar, and of course he should have seen there was a nope. Okay. Der Vasall is just chasing. Ah, okay. How do I? Okay, now. Yeah, I think he knows because he sees a house of their Vasall here. Maybe he should have gone for some laming, some boar laming. But you can have a look at the scouting of food piece, so it's ridiculous. Also, this villagers there stands there for minutes, so sometimes he's just forgetting about some villagers. Now, as I mentioned, he's clicking them to scout more of the map. And what happened? So food police lost one villager again to a boar. We missed that, but we were able to see that on the economic ID. And food police has 1 minute and 40 seconds idle town center time. That means their Vasall has 3 villages more than food police, and yeah, that's really surprising. I'm not sure about the performance of food police today, and maybe this time here their Vasall could make something out of his lead in the early game. Maybe food police is not taking it too serious, just focusing on laming and scouting the map. But you look at the points, food police is far ahead, but that's not what's bringing him the game, because scouting gives a lot of points, but with the less villagers and his economy, what is he doing? He's bringing 10 villages forward. He's going for douche. He has a lot of wood collected. He's walling off the base. Maybe he walls off on the backside of their Vasall's base and then douching him. Yeah, it's a douche. Wow, a Korean douche. Haven't seen that for a long time. He deleted his town center, but their Vasall is ahead. What is food police doing? He could steal all the farms, just attack the farms, but there's the micro is missing a little bit. Whereas still some major fighting is going on here. Maybe food police should wall off their Vasall, and their Vasall now has to make sure that he has enough wood to repair the town center. And as you could see here, he's definitely in the lead. He has 7 villages garrisoned, so you need 10 for the full arrow potential. And the food police is losing another villagers, focusing on laming. And yeah, the Vasall has to make sure he has enough wood, and he has to bring more villagers to wood here. And to kill food police town center, you need 10 villagers garrisoned. Maybe he does not know about that, but at this point I just would recommend him to shift all the food villagers to the woodlands and shoot the town center down, because the Korean town center does not have any bonus against for town center drops in Dark Age, and their Vasall is 7 villages ahead. So I think their Vasall should be easily able to defend this douche, because he has the economy lead, but he has to make sure he has a lot of wood. And when you look here, Fupis has only 5 villages on wood. Vasall now has clicked 6 villages to wood, but still there's the pesky food piece villages. And of course, he knows if he denies the wood for their Vasall, it's difficult for him to win the douche. And now their Vasall is out of wood, so he has only 8 villages garrisoned, now 9, now 12. 12 is definitely too much. But food police also is almost out of wood, and repairing a town center is double that expensive than repairing the building costs, so it's pretty ineffective. But the Vasall definitely needs more wood, and now it's pretty close. So these farms were just not the right play, to be honest, for the Vasall. But now he should kill another villager and be able to get more wood. But it's going to be pretty close. Look at all these goats collected from food police. Still standing more and more. Now Food Police is out of wood, and as I mentioned, he only has 5 villagers in his old base to gather some wood, and he has 11 villagers less than der Vasall does. And now der Vasall is doing the right stuff. He's putting every villager, he's unnecessarily losing a villager, so he's yeah, okay, now I like this more. He's repairing with 1 villager, making sure he could collect more wood to repair the town center. And now it's very, very close, but I still prefer der Vasall's position. Food Police is out of wood, and now he's evacuating. He will lose the town center. He has lost a lot of villagers, and the economy KD is pretty similar, so it's 3-3, but the idle town center time is 2.5 minutes to almost 6 minutes from Food Police. So Food Police is definitely falling apart here. Now der Vasall has his beautiful farms there set up to keep up villager production, and this will increase the lead of der Vasall more and more. Now he's shifting up to stone. Not sure about 8 villagers on stone yet, but all Food Police can do is building up a lumber camp and gathering more wood for the next douche. And that's ridiculous, because I think the game is over at this point. If Herr Acker does, if Herr Acker, sorry, I'm always talking. If der Vasall does well in this decision making, he should easily win this game with the lead he has right now. Because all the economy Food Police has are 5 and 12 villagers on wood. So at least the idle town center time is not increasing, because he does not have any town center. But of course der Vasall is still producing villagers, and I love this. And now it's 37-20 villagers, so der Vasall soon will be able to have double the villagers than Food Police does, and that's amazing. So who would have expected this? And of course Food Police has now 500 wood and says, okay, come here, I'm douching you again, focusing on the resources, focusing on stone, and focusing on gold. And now der Vasall should see the town center foundation, and Food Police deleted it. So because he's not able to build it there, Food Police will lose 2 more villagers, so it's soon be 17-40 villagers. And der Vasall now knew about, okay, Food Police wants to douche me again, I have to collect more wood, have to repair the town center, and I love this. That's exactly what he's doing. Maybe he will fight him there and deny the town center and gathering and damaging the town center from Food Police. But der Vasall at this point is just so far ahead. So if you look at the points, it just shifted completely. And maybe der Vasall at this point should have given up this town center. Not sure about that, because it was pretty low from the previous douche, and now it's just very, very expensive to repair. But he's bringing in a lot of wood here and repairing the town center, so I think he has the economy lead to defend this. And if Food Police loses its second town center on douche, I'm sure he will call it GG. Meanwhile, what is der Vasall doing with a lot of villages? So if you will look up there are a lot of villagers idle from der Vasall, of course in the town center, but as does Food Police. And now Food Police is bringing all the goats to get some food and get more villagers. But I think der Vasall should win this douche again, and then it's 1-1 and he lost a game. in the series. So of course the winner of the series is advancing to the winners group, and the loser is going to the losers bracket. But it's more than a surprise if Food Please loses one game in the series. So pretty well done, and I'm very impressed of the performance of Vasall in the series. So he has done great in his first match, but he's doing even better in this matchup here. It's 50 villagers to 19, and there should be no chance of Food Please to come back in this game. He will lose this town center again. He has a lot of wood left, but it should not be enough for killing this town center, because Vasall has 18 villagers on wood, and we have a 50 villager dark age of Vasall against Food Please. Now he's just mining stone there. Both town centers are pretty low from the HP wise, and Vasall has 15 villagers garrisoned, while Food Please has 9 garrisoned. So as I mentioned, the town center can shoot 10 arrows once, so 15 villagers is a little bit of an overkill. What's Food Please doing? Town centers are not hitting anything at this time. Look at that. I'm not sure about this. Look at that. It's ridiculous. Town centers aren't hitting anything, and of course Food Please was able to rescue this villager. And both players are still repairing the town centers. Ridiculous. Both town centers are around about 1000 HP. But Food Please will run out of wood soon, and Vasall is now in the lead of the Eco KD, and I think Food Please will lose this township again. And then what could he do? So amazing performance here by Vasall. Food Please at some point walled him off back there, but Vasall just does not care. He's just defending off one douche after the other, and yeah, I think the game is over. So if Vasall manages to go up to fuel age, which he should, because he has almost 500 food in the bank, and he has almost 60 villagers, then the game is over. Just produce a military and kill Food Please. And if you have a look on the right hand side at the bottom at the score, so it's almost 1800 to 900 in favor of Vasall. And losing another villager is not making it easier for Food Please. Yes, Vasall is completely walled in, but he has some villagers already sneaked out of his base, and at this point I think we're just waiting for Vasall hitting fuel age, producing some military, or maybe Food Please is just calling a GG if he sees that his opponent is already in fuel age. So we will see that in almost half a minute, and we will have a third game. Wow, amazing. Now Food Please economy of course is 17 out of 22 villagers on wood. The other villagers are still focusing on walling his opponent in and making some stuff. He needs to collect 100 stone for the next town center, and of course a lot of wood. But he sees that the Malay player is up, but not calling the GG. He's over 1000 score behind, and of course, what's Vasall doing? So now he's idling his town center, but he's going for the market blacksmith approach. Maybe sending a few more villagers to click up a little bit earlier, sell some wood or buy some food, and the Vasall is up to castle age. And he has gold in the base and he has stone in the base. So he has the stone already for a castle. And I think, yeah, as I mentioned, there's nothing Footblis could do against this situation he's in now, because his opponent will be up in 1 minute and 20 seconds to castle age. And I'm pretty sure he will call it if he sees his opponent is castle age and he's nowhere near to fuel age, because he's just idling his town center. Now it now produces more villagers. He has, of course, has a lot of sheep and goats standing next to the town center. What's that? Ridiculous voice here from Footblis. Oh, no GG. And as mentioned, the castle will easily break this palisade walls. And then, for example, Karambit warriors could come out here and completely kill Footblis. Because he knows his old base, he knows there has to be some economy around there. He will be able to kill more villagers. Now the stable, I think he loses a little bit of timing here and momentum by not having the stable up when he reached castle age. But of course he's so far in the lead, there's nothing Footblis could do. And I think that the Vasall should be able to go up to Imperial Age with his resources, so there's no way of stopping the Vasall at this point. If he buys some food, sells the stone, sells the wood, he has the castle, he has the buildings, so that means the Vasall could go up to Imperial Age and playing a fast imp. But I think it's not even needed, because now the stables, some knights are coming out and Footblis of course is not reacting to it. He sees the castle because the castle is firing at his walls, and Footblis now is almost up to fuel age, but he will start to lose more villagers. He's at least saving one, or he hopes to save one, but the second knight is already coming out here, and it's a complete domination of their Vasall over Footblis, even building a town center in the old base of Footblis. And yeah, Footblis won't have the resources to go up to castle age. He has no wood for the buildings, so that means he's stuck in fuel age against castle age knights with zero army. And yeah, I'm not sure about what the Vasall is doing right now, because as I see, he's just doing nothing, and nothing means nothing. He's not producing villagers, he's not... Oh, okay, now he's producing 10 knights, and he could have gone up to Imperial with this resources. But he now has a second town center, and I think if he just kills this town center here or kills some more villagers, then it's complete GG. Just build a tower here in the back of the woodline, and then Footblis has to search for another woodline, and you do have the knights out there to kill all the villagers, all the exposed villagers. Now, okay, the villagers, maybe Footblis will lose this villager 2, who has just built an outpost, but now he should save it. Finally the castle is attacking the palisades, and the walls here are just to prevent the Vasall for breaking out too easily. Now more farms being seeded by their Vasall, and look at that, their Vasall maybe should think about using the market a little bit more, because with the market abuse he would have been up to Imperial a long time ago. Also, he's not producing any villagers anymore, so he's just built the second town center, but not producing anything, just collecting resources and having a good life. Food Please now has the resources for Castle Age, clicking up it right at the moment. But there are a lot of knights. There are 10 knights heading up to his town center, and all the 10 villages won't fit in the town center, and Food Please starts to lose more and more villagers. And maybe that's a point where we finally see the GG call from Food Please. But Food Please is not thinking about that yet. And he has 64 to 16 villagers. Impressive performance by their Vasall. And maybe we will see the Imperial Age before the resigning of Food Please. Now the Siege Workshop is coming up. I like that. Okay. Good save here, but a very costly save because stone walls are not that cheap. And still a lot of idle villagers in the town center. And I think we're going a little bit faster forward into this game. The knights are looping back in. Food Please saving his villagers there, but he has only 15 villagers left, and their Vasall has, I think, 2 or 3 times the resources to go up to Imperial. Now Food Please is up to Castle Age, going for some monks, but he should never have success with his strategy because it's just too far away. And now we see the GG of Food Please, and their Vasall is able to get a victory of Food Please. So amazing stuff happening here. I really like the performance of their Vasall here, defending the double douche. Yeah, and like as Food Please says, well played, Mr. Vasall. So definitely was an amazing performance here of their Vasall, and maybe he could even defeat Food Please if he kills all these 10 villagers. Now Vasall is finally up to Imperial, but Food Please is not giving him the blame to be exhausted of the map. So if you look at the timeline, ridiculous. So the Vasall had a very bad start, but even worse was the following of Food Please. And we will see all 3 maps in the series. The 3rd map will be African wheat beds, and we will see you there.